This conference will now be recorded.
Yes, guys. Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Hello. Can you hear me?
Sir, we can hear.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll start session. Yes.
Sir, I have a
Yeah, tell me.
one query. Actually, I was going through yesterday's session's video. So on that only, suppose if we are creating 50 objects of a class, so
Yes.
is it fine to have 50 copies of member functions as well? I mean,
Yes.
which
Yes.
functions are
The
not
thing.
having any data?
Yeah. The thing is, what happens here when object is moving with the objects, that methods also will be moving here. Suppose if you want a common method, we should go for static storage. We'll discuss in static storage.
Okay,
So
sir.
for all
Okay.
the objects, common method static storage. So
Okay,
we'll
so
go to static.
that is possible. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes, if method declared as static, only one copy creates. The topic will see. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Let us see first example. Yes. Delete project from the disk. Okay. Yes. New Java projects. Suppose test projects. Okay. Project name test. Yes. Finish. In test projects. Next package. New package. Com dot. Suppose the dot. Yaml dot test package. So package in package, yes, new class. Suppose sample class. Sample class. Default is public. Finish. Now sample class with members private int A. Next private int B. There are two members like this. Public void set data methods. Set data methods. Set data methods. Yes, is A equal to 0, B equal to 1 second. Some my words. Yes, public class sample, private int A, private int B. Yes, for better understanding, I'm taking very simple example. Next, we'll go to some real-time example. Okay. Yes, public void set data A equals 0, B equals 0. Okay, fine. Next, public void display. Public void display. Display methods. Yes. Display methods. Yes, displaying system.out.println displaying yes a value b value. Yes, a is equal to plus a plus yes tab b is equal to plus b. Now here see this. Now this a and b. What is scope of this a and b? Yes, here to here. Starting class, starting ending. Okay, class starting and ending. Between these things, right? Scope of this A and B is within this class only. Private members, they are within this class only. Yes, means from this method we can access this A and B. From this method also we can access A and B. So this encapsulation concept here. Okay. So this A and B, these are data members or instance variables. This A and B are data members or instance variables. Next, these are methods. These are methods to work with this data. Okay, so this is data. These are methods. These methods are working with this data, right? Okay, so A to store some data, P to store some data here, set data to update this data, display to display data. Okay, fine. So you get this class connects data and methods to update data. Okay, fine. Now, yes, now let us create main methods. For main method, another class. Okay, to test this one here, some test class here, test class. Yes, in this main methods. One to space, main methods. In this first sample class, for sample class, just I'm creating objects. Sample class, yes, sample S1 is equal to new sample, just creating sample objects. Okay, sample S1 equal new sample. Next, I am creating one more object. Sample S2 is equal to new sample. Next sample S3 is equal to new sample. Three objects, right? Okay, see, try to understand first example, then others very easy to understand here. So what is happening instead of hoops here? Loops concept how it's work, how object is working, how methods are working, data and all this. So once you understand this example, yes, loops becomes very simple. Okay. Now what happens is sample S1 equal new sample, sample S2 equal new sample, sample S3 equal new sample. Now for this, let us see memory map. Memory map for this program here. S1 equal new sample. So for this is stack memory and heap memory. Yes, all the references stored in the stack memory. Yes, S1, S2, S3, all are inside the stack memory. Here this is stack, this is stack. Next heap, another one heap, stack and heap. Stack, next heap, stack and heap, stack and heap. This is stack. Okay, next heap, stack and heap. Okay, stack and heap. See stack memory. So first statement S1 equal new sample. S1 is a reference to sample object. S1 is a reference to sample object. Here this reference inside of stack memory. Stack. So this is stack. Inside the stack memory, reference S1. So S1 is here. S1 reference. Okay, here it's a S1. This is S1. S1 reference. S1 reference. Okay. Yes, next S2. Next one is stack one by one like this. Okay. So stack. So next S2. S2 reference. Next S3. Like this one by one instead of the stack here. Yes. Next S3. So first of all, see first statement S1 equal new sample. Yes, new. It will allocate memory for the entire class. Yes, new. Yes, allocating memory for the entire class means creating object here. New is responsible to create objects. Okay. Yes, when object is created, all the members of the class acquires memory. All the members. When object is created, all the members of the class acquires memory. All the members. See this? Now here, all the members. Suppose first object. This is first object. First object here. Yes, in this first object. Yes. First data member A. Next data member B. Data member are instance with A, B. Next here's a set data and display methods. Set data codes and display. So first A. So this is that variable here or instance variable. Yes, data member A. Next data member B. A and B here. A and B. Here it's A, B. Next set data codes. Set data methods. Next display methods. Display. Then display methods. Set data display. These two methods. So set data codes. Next here it's a display codes. Display method code here. Display method code simply here. Now A. Yes, initially A contains nothing here, B contains nothing. Suppose address of this is, for example, here address. Suppose address of this is, let us say 1000. Address of this location 1000. That 1000 stored into S1. This is creating object 1000. So S1 is now referent its location. Fine. This is first statement. Sample S1 equals for this statement here. So creating object like this. So creating object with A, B, set data and display code. Okay, fine. Now address of object storing to S1. S1 is address of S1 object here. That's it. Yes, next S2. For the purpose of S2 here, yes, another object creates. Yes, next object. S2. S2 equal new sample. For this, another object. One more object. One more object. So one more object creating with same data merge. AB set data display here. AB set data display. AB yes set data display. Okay. 1 second. Yes. So AB set data display. So here are same AB. Yes. AB set data display. Here also A B. So A. So data member A. So this is A here. Next, this is B here. Next, yes, set data display code. For every method, yes, sorry, every object method also requirement here. Every method, every object method also requirement. So method is also part of object here. When object is created here, all members of the class requirement. So method is also part of objects. Method is also part of objects. Okay. Suppose address of this is, let us say 2000. Address of this is 2000, for example, here. 2000 address of this is 2000. This 2000 storing into this S2. So S2 condition of 2000. S2 is 2000. Now S2, this is reference location. Fine. Next S3, one more object. So creating one more object here. Creating another object. Another object with same members here. AB set data and display. Set data display. Okay, same here. AB. Okay. Yes, that AB set data display. AB set data display here. Okay, set data display here. Here are the same. A. Yes, data member A. A. Next. B. Yes, next set data code and display code. Suppose address of this is some 3000. The 3000 storing into inside of this 3000. Okay, so now this is memory map of the three objects. Okay, see object inside of heap memory. Object is inside the heap memory. Okay, reference are in stack memory. Okay, now in this here, S1, S2, S3. These are references. S1, S2, S3. All these are references. S1, S2, S3. All references. References stored in stack memory. Actual object in heap memory. Yes, object contains both data and methods. Okay, when object is created, all the members of the class acquires memory. When object is created, all the members of the class acquires memory. All the members, including methods. Okay, object is a collection of data and methods. Object is a collection of data and methods. Okay, now this okay up to this. After these three statements, memory map is like this. Memory map is like this. Okay. Next, see S1 dot set data. Yes, calling set data method. Next S2 dot set data. Next S3 dot set data. Yes, how this is working? Let us see how it's working. Okay. See. Class sample for better understanding, placing side by side. Okay. One second, let me close this one. Yes. Now see how this is working here. S1, S2, S3. Okay, means these three objects memory map is like this. After this, next. See, first executing the statement. S1 dot set data. Now invoking set data, right? See, set data method is invoking an S1 object. What's the type of S1 sample? S1 is sample type, right? So set data is invoking on S1. That means set data must be method of sample class. Yes, here it's available. Otherwise cannot invoke its error message. Okay, it's error message. Now S1 dot set data. S1 dot set data. Yes, how this statement is working? Let us see about S1 dot set data. Now calling set data method, right? Calling set data. Now this set data method is invoking on S1. S1 dot set data. S1 dot set data. Now set data invoking. For this set data, S1 is a current object. Yes, A equal to 0 means it's a current object A. B means current object B. See, there are 3 A's. A first copy, second copy, third copy. There are 3 A's. 3 copies. 3 copies, right? 3 copies. Okay. Now A equal to 0. Now which object A? There are 3 copies here. For S1A, see for S1 one is there. S2A, S3A, right? There are 3 A's. Okay. Now A equal to 0 means now which object is here? Current object. In OOPS concept method always working for the current object. In OOPS concept method always working for the current object. Method working for the current object. Method working for the current object. Okay. S1 dot set data. S1 dot set data. So set data is a method is working on the S1 object. So S1 is a current object. S1 is a current object. See here set data method invoking on S1 object. Okay. So the set data method working for S1 object. Set data method working for S1 object. Okay. Now A equal to 0 means S1 A value is now 0. It's a S1 A value is now 0. This is 0. That's it. Next, B equal to 0 means S1 B is 0. Both are zeros. Okay. Yes, after that, control come out of this method. Control come out of this method back to main method. Next statement. S2 dot set data. S2 dot set data. Call to same method, but this time which is current object? S2. Same set data method working for S2. Working for S2. Same set data working for S2. Now A equal to 0 means S2A. B equal to 0 means S2B. So S2A value is 0, B value is 0. Both are zeros. Okay, here also zeros. Here also zeros. Both are zeros. Both are zeros. Okay, fine. Next, yes, S3 dot set data. S3 dot set data. Yes, calling set data. Now this time set data working for S3 objects. S3 dot set data. Okay. S3 dot set data. Calling set data. Yes, A equal to 0, B equal to 0. That means S3 A value is 0. S3 B value is 0 here. A value is 0, B value is 0. So this is 0. This is 0 means all are same values. How to get different values we'll discuss. Wait. How to get different values we'll see next. Okay. Yes. So all are zeros. After this now. S1 dot display. See if I say dot, I can see all the members. Display. Yes, enter key. Okay, correct. Next, S2 dot display. Yes. Next, S3 dot. Yes, sir. Type D. Automatic display here. DI. So getting this right. Yes. Now how it's working? S1 dot display. Call to display method here. Not display method displaying. Yes, AB values. AB values of current object. S1 dot display. Call to display method. Display method displaying values of current object. Which is current object? S1. So what is output? S1 A and B. It's a zeros. S1 A and B. It's a zeros here. S1 A and B. Zeros displaying output. Okay. Yes. Next. S2 dot display. Now same display method. This time working for S2. So A equal to A, B equal means S2 A and B values displaying here. Next S3 dot display S3 A and B values. That's it here. So you can OOPS concept method always working for the current object. Okay. Since set data is invoking on S1, so S1 is a current object. Okay. Here S2 is a current object. Next here S3. Here display method. For display method. Okay. S1. Here it says S1 is current object. For this statement S2 current object. S3 current object. Method always working for the current object. Method always working for the current object. So A, B means it's a current object A and B. These are current objects A and B here. Okay. Yes. Now let us run this one here. Right click, run as Java application. That's output. S1 values zeros, S2 values zeros, S3 values zeros. All are zeros. All are zeros. Fine. So this working of this. Okay, right? Yes. All are zeros. All are zeros. Then how to get different values? Let us see how to get different values here. Different values. Public class sample int AB set data display. How to get different values for this method with arguments? Yes, int x comma int y, int y, int x comma int y. Yes, A equal to x, B equal to y. Okay. Now the arguments int x int y. So arguments x and y here. Set data int x int y. int x into y. A equal to x, next b equal to y. A equal to x, b equal to y. Next displaying a and b values. Okay, fine. Now method with arguments. Method with arguments. Now go to main method. In main method, s1 dot set data by passing 10 comma 20. Okay, s2 dot set data by passing some 30 comma 40. s3 dot set data 50 comma 60. 50 comma 60. Okay, yes. Yeah. I'll switch. Wait. Yes. Now this is yes. While explanation, I'll split that. Okay. Yes. Right. Yes. How to split that? See. Sample class opens. Test class opens. Now place the mouse pointer here. Test. Place the mouse pointer. Drag to right. Drag to here. Just dragging. Yes. Top one, bottom one, like this. Yeah, like this. Yes, see this. Like this, you can change it. Okay, like this. Okay. Sample class. Open. Test class open. Now test class, just drag to right side. Okay. Sample and test class like this. See this. Like this, you can drag to left. Okay. Suppose if you want to, yes, top and bottom, drag to bottom. Okay. Yes. Like this, you can split it. You can see side by side. Now, let us see how it's working. First, these three statements. S1, S2, S3. Of these three statements here. Yes. S1 equal to new sample. So A and B, no data. Yes, S2, A and B, no data. Yes, S3, no data here like this, no data. Initially empty object. Object is empty. Object is empty. So S1 object, no data. S2 object, no data. S3 object, no data. No data, it's empty. Okay. Up to these statements, memory map. Now S1 dot data by passing 10 comma. What happens here? Call to set data method with this one. Call to set data method by passing 10 and 20. So 10 passing the x. So what is value of x? Is 10. Local copy. For x, local copy creates is value 10. For y, local copy creates value 20. Right, okay. Now a equal to x. A means which object? A current object. Okay. See S1 dot set data. S1 dot set data by passing 10, 20. So this is 10, this is 20. A means it's a S1A. B means S1B. Now current object is S1. Current object is S1. Set data is invoking on current object. Current object is now S1. S1 dot set data by passing 10 and 20. So x value 10, y value 20. A equal to x. What is x value 10? Ascend A of current object. Which is current object here? S1. S1. So A equal to x means A equal to x means S1A is now 10. The 10 ascend S1A. S1A is not 10. The 10 goes to S1A. That's it. Next, B equal to y. So what is value of y? 20. Value of y is 20. Value of y is 20. Okay. If the 20 ascend B here. So B is now 20. Value of B is now 20. You say 20. It's 20. Okay, right? Yes. Next, after this. Next. Yes. Control command of this method. Back to main. S2 dot set data. S2 dot set data. 1 second. Yes, S2 dot set data by passing 30 and 40. 30, 40 passes to set data. Now x value is 30, value of y is now 40. Okay, A equal to x. That means S2 A and B here. Now this time working for S2. S2 object. S2 object here. S2 dot set data by passing 30 and 40. So x is 30, y is 40 here. Okay, now here A equal to x means S2A. Now this time current object S2. Now 30 goes to S2A. 40 goes to simply S2B. Okay, right? So S2A equal to 30, S2B equal to 40 here. So this is now 30. So this value is now 30. Next, this is 40. So 30, 40 is A value is 30, B value 40. Correct? So about S2. After finishing this one here, after finishing this one, next back to main method. After finishing this method, back to main method. In main method, same method calling with setData, calling on S3. Same method calling on S3 here. Now S3 setData by passing 50 and 60. Now 50 pass into X. Value of X is 50. Value of Y is 60. 50 and 60 like this. 50 and 60. Yes, A equal to X. So 50 assigns to A. 60 assigns to B. Okay, right? Now assigns to current objects. Which is current object? S3 is a current object. 50, 60. S1 dot S3 dot setData by passing 50 and 60. So S3 is a current object. S3 is a current object. So S3 A equal to 50, B equal to 60. See, X value is 50. That 50 assigned A of S3 objects. B equal to Y. 60 assigned B, B of S3. So S3 A value is 50, B value is 60. So 50 and 60. Okay, S3A. S3A, it's a 50. It's a 50. Okay, right? Yes, B value is 60. B value is 60. That's it. So this is working of setData. Working of setData is like this, right? Okay. So assign to 3 objects values like this. See, now the setData method 10 and 20. setData method assigns 10 and 20 to S1 object. Okay. This setData working for S2 object. This setData working for S3 object. That's it here. See. So S1 dot setData, S2 dot setData, S3 dot setData. Okay, fine. So values S1 dot setData 1020, S3, S2 and S3 object X. They are values. Okay, fine. Now S1 dot display. Now call to display method. Display method. Not display method working for the S1 object. Display. Call to display. Method always working for the current objects. In OOPS concept, method always working for the current objects. Not display method is invoked on S1 object, right? S1 dot display. Not displaying A and B values of S1 objects. Now, which is current object here? S1 objects. So A means A equal to A means what? S1A. It's a S1A. B means S1B. B means S1B. Correct. So S1 dot display. S1 dot display. Yes, displaying A and B values of S1 objects. Next, after finishing this, back to main method. S2 dot display. See, S1 dot display displaying A and B values of S1. A and B values 10 and 20 outputs. So first getting 10 and 20. Okay, after that, next S2 dot display. Now call to display methods. Displaying A and B values of S2 objects. S2 dot display. So calling display method on the S2 objects. S2 is a current object. A means it's a S2A. B means S2B. So displaying A and B values of S2 objects. That's it. Once completed, back to main method. S3 dot display. Call to display method. Not displaying S3 A and B. That's it. So this is how method working for the current object is like this. In OOPS concept, method always working for the current objects. Method always working for the current objects. Okay. Yes, method working for current objects. Okay. Now run it. Run it. Can see here. See, first S1 dot display. What is output? A value 10, 20. See, S1 dot setData 10, 20. Same thing displayed. S2 dot setData 30, 40. So 30, 40, S2. Next, S3 dot display. S3 dot display 50 and 60, right? That's it. Okay. So this is working of method here. In OOPS concept, working of method is like this. Method always working for the current object. Just remember this. Method working for the current objects. Okay. Now setData method is working on S1. setData is working on S2. This setData working on S2, S3 here. Now, 1 second. Let us come to memory map. See, if I see S1 dot setData, S1 means this is S1. S1 contains what? Address 1000. Go to 1000 location. 1000 location. Okay. From 1000 location, just invoking this setData. Now this setData method working for this ENB. Okay. So from 1000 location invoking setData, that setData working for this ENB. Correct. Similarly, S2 dot setData, S2 address 2000. Go to 2000 location. From that invoking its setData. 2000 set data. This is 1000 set data. This is 2000 set data. Yes, 2000 location is having its own set data, its own code, right? Okay, that's set data here. So 2000 from this, yes, invoking set data. Yes, that set data method working for this CNB. This CNB here. Okay, right? See, this set data method working for this CNB here. Okay, next, this set data method is working for this CNB, right? This CNB. Okay, right? Yes, next, S3 dot set data. S3 dot set data. S3 out of 3000 from that calling this set data. Now this set data working for same object here. So method always working for this current object like this, for this CNB, right? So this set data working for this CNB. Next, this set data working for this CNB here. This set data working for this CNB. This CNB, right? Okay. So method always working for the current object. Method working for the current object. So if I say S1 dot set data, what happens here? S1 dot set data, S1 1000, go to 1000 location. From there calling this set data, current object set data, right? 1000 set data. Now this 1000 location set data working for same location A and B. S2 dot set data 2000, go to 2000 location. At 2000 location here, one more set data is there. Now this set data working for this C and B. Next, S3 dot set data, go to 3000 location. From that calling this set data. So now this is working for this one. Okay. So this set data working on this CNB here. Next, this set data working for this CNB here. Next, this set data working for this CNB. That's it. So every object contains its own set data method. Every object is having methods. That method working for the current object. In OOPS concept, method always working for the current objects. Method working for the current objects. Okay. Yes, here. Next display. This one working on this CNB. Okay. Next, this display working on this CNB. Next, this display working on this CNB. That's it. This is what is happening inside of this. Memory map is like this. Okay. So this is using methods like this. Okay. Yes, method with arguments. So method sample class. Okay, so sample class AB. Yes, set data int x, int y. So this is method with arguments here. X and y arguments. X assigned A, Y assigned B. So method with arguments like this. Method with arguments. Okay, fine. Yes. Now let us see one more example. One more example. So this is sample example. Sample program here. Suppose employee information. Class employee information. Suppose employee information. Yes, public class employee. Okay, so private int, yes, emp number, private int emp num. Okay, next string, yes, one string private. Yes, use always private variables. Maximum try to use private. Rare case using non-private, maybe public or something like that. Yeah, that topic we'll see next. Here always try to use private numbers here. Next emp number, next emp name. Okay, see instance variables like a method name, variable name, object name, same naming standards. Starting with lowercase. Yes, if name contains multiple words here, second word is uppercase, next third word is uppercase like that. Okay, so this int emp name, yes, string emp name. Okay, next private. Suppose string, yes, emp number, emp name. Suppose yes, role or job, string emp job. Yes, emp job. Okay, next private. Yes, next suppose double. Yes, emp salary. Next private. Yes, after salary department. Yes, string. Yes, dpt name. So dpt name. Okay. Yes, emp dpt name. Okay, emp dpt name. Okay. Yes, next private string. Yes, string. Yes, emp gender variable. Gender. Next private, yes, int emp age variable. So this is class employee. Okay, yes. How to work with this data? For this purpose, we should create objects. Okay, yes, from the object calling methods. Now, what are the methods we have to use here? Okay, there are two things in this: set data or some setter methods. Yes, we have separate topic and setter and getter methods. There's a poser class concept. That poser class concept we'll see next. Wait for some time. Yes, poser class, plain old Java object. That concept we'll see next. Before that, yes, see sample class. To set members in this set data methods. Same name here also finish. All the members of the class, for all members set the data. Okay, yes, public set data, yes, int first argument, yes, env, comma. Okay, next one, emp name, yes, string ename, comma, yes, next string job, comma, yes, next double, yes, double sal, yes, next string, yes, dname, string dname, comma, yes, next, yes, gender and yes, so string gender, string gender. Okay, next, comma, int yes. Okay, yes, starting ending. Method starting ending is here. Public void set data, no written value. Public void set data. So one by one here. First emp number is equal to, yes, this env, right? Yes, counter this method by passing data like a sample class x and y. This x ascend a, y ascend b. So one by one like this. Similarly here, env ascend emp number. 1 second. In real time here, like this. Yes, instance variable name and method argument same. That case, we should write some different codes. Method argument and instance variable. So emp number is equal to emp number like this. This code is not valid. Okay, for this we should use something like a, yes, this dot. At the topic later we'll discuss. This is not right time to discuss about this reference. About this later we'll discuss. See this name and this name, both options that get this dot. Later we'll see. Okay, later we'll see. For better understanding, I'm using different names. If different names, no issue. But actually, in real time, we'll be using same names. We'll discuss. Wait, and expand. So emp number equal to env. Next, emp name. So emp name. Next is emp name. Yes, emp name equal to ename. This ename. Okay. Yes, ename. Assign this. Next, after the emp job. Next, emp job. Emp job is equal to, yes, job. Emp job equal to job. Next, emp salary. Yes, emp salary is equal to here. That argument salary. Argument. Okay. Like A equal to X, B equal to Y. Same as that. emp department name. Yes, emp department name. That emp department name is equal to here. Is equal to that argument D name. Yes, D name. It's a D name. Correct? Yes, after gender. emp gender. Yes, emp gender is equal to gender. Correct? Gender. Okay. Yes, after emps is equal to once emps is equal to age variable here. And say the age variable, right? Age variable. Right, okay. So envo assignment here, ename assignment here, job, assignment here, sal, assigning here, dname, assigning here, gender, assigning here. Okay, next yes. Okay, sign like this. So one by one values assigning here. See in Eclipse here. Yes, for easy understanding here. Yes, see. Yes, class instance variables are in blue color always. This is very simple, easy to understand Eclipse here. Yeah, these are called as instance variables or data methods. They're part of instance. See, sample class, A and B are the instance variables. A and B are the instance variables. Employee class, these are the instance variables. They're instance variables. For example, sample class, A and B instance variables. That means A and B part of instance. This is S1 instance, S2 instance, S3 instance. So this A and B are part of instance. So these are called as instance variables. That A and B are the instance variable. Don't say variable here. Variable is different. Instance variables are different here. Variable means that is called local variable. Only for local variable calling as variable. Suppose for example, in set data if we declare some yes int c, that is local variable. This is local variable. Local variable. This is instance variable. Don't say variable. Okay, this env colors instance variable. These are instance variables because part of instance. These are part of instance. Okay. Yes. Later we'll see. There are three types of variables: local variables, instance variables, class variables. We'll see next. Wait for some time. Okay. Now these all are instance variables. Okay. So once instance created, all the members requires memory. Now see, all the instance variables are blue color. Blue color means it's an instance variable. With color you can identify here. Blue color means is instance variable. So this is instance. These all are instance variables. All are instance variables. Correct. Next gray color. Gray it's an argument. Gray color is an argument. See, when I click on this EMP name, yes, this is highlighting, right? Suppose EMP name. See, this is highlighting. Yes, EMP job. Here it's highlighting. Yes, EMP salary. Here it's highlighting. Department name. Here it's highlighting. Yes, if I click on this, it is highlighting. Yes, EMPS highlighting. So without any confusion, Eclipse. In Eclipse, without any confusion here. Okay. Yes, here simply can see like this. EMP number. This means referring to this location. EMP name referring with this. Job referring this. Sal like this. Next, when you click on this one, click on this env referring to argument tab. Okay. Yes, ename. Okay, job. Right. See, when you click on this env referring to argument, now this is referring to argument. 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 See that? So when I click on dname, that highlighting dname, right? When I click on gender, the gender highlighting here. Get the gender highlighting. Age, click on yes, age highlighting. That means these are referring to arguments, method arguments. They are arguments. Okay. Instance variable equal to argument here. So this argument value assigned to instance variable. This argument assigned to instance variable. Yes, this argument assigned to instance variable. Okay, right? So this env assigned to emp name, ename assigned to emp name. This is assigned to emp job like this. That's it here. Okay. 1 second. No, methods will not show any color. For methods, no colors. Only for instance variables colors. For method, no color. Only instance variables colors like that. Okay. Yes. Set data. Okay. Next. Public void display. Display. Not displaying all the members. Displaying all the members. Okay. System out maintenance. So first, all these members one by one. 1 second. See, first EMP number plus tab plus EMP name. Next is EMP name. EMP name plus tab. Okay. Next EMP job. Yes. Job. EMP job plus tab plus tab. Next EMP salary. I'm displaying that instance variables. Okay. Yes. plus tab plus department name plus tab plus EMP gender plus tab MPS. Right? Yes. See this blue color means referent instance variable. See, when I click on this, all the occurrences highlighting here. All the when click on EMP number, see this is highlighted and this also highlighted. Suppose click on this EMP name. This is highlighted. This highlight means all the references here. Suppose GMP job. Yes, here highlighted, here highlighted, next class level highlighted. Like this, you can understand coding here. Yes, EMP salary. Click on this salary highlighted. Now here salary highlighted. So wherever it's presented here, everywhere highlighting here. Simply highlighting automatically, selecting that automatically. So EMP number, EMP name, EMP job, EMP salary, displaying all the details. Okay. So this is a way of writing class. Okay, employee class, set data and display. So this basic programming. Okay. Yes. After finishing, we'll go to next level. Next level is for each and every data member, we should write separate methods. For EMP number, set EMP number, set EMP name, set EMP job, set EMP salary. That is next level. Next level we'll discuss. Okay. Now set data method for all the data, all members. Set data, or we can write set EMP data also like this. Set EMP data like this also you can write. Set EMP data. So to set all employee information, set EMP data, set EMP information. That name we can write set EMP data. Next, display EMP data. Display EMP data. Okay, right? Fine. Now here display yes EMP data. Display yes EMP data. Like this. Set EMP data. Display EMP data. Okay, right? That's fine. Now let us go to main methods. So this employee class. Okay. Now main methods. Main. Now let us create object for employees. Okay. So employee. So first employee objects. Employee. Okay. Yes, employee is equal to new employee. Okay. Yes, employee. Okay. See employee code new employee, right? This is way of writing codes. Name of the class. Next, this is reference to employee objects. See, name of the class, object name should be same in real-time projects. Yes, it be use the same name here. Don't use different names. Something like E1, that is not correct. We can write no problem, no issue. But no one can understand that here. To understand programming here, class name, object name should be same. Try to use same here. Use same here. Okay, same name. The difference is what here? Class name starting with uppercase, but object name starting with lowercase. That's it. Lowercase. Suppose for example here class name is let us say contract employee. Class name is contract employee. Okay. Now this showing error message, right? Why this error message? Contract employee. Why this error message? See, file name is employee.java, but class name is contract employee. So both are not matching here. Should be same. Okay. File name, class name should be same here. Employee.java. It's a contract employee here, not matching. File name is different, class name is different. Now how to change that name? Yes, now we should change the file name. Now we need class name is contract employee. For this we should change file name, right? How to change file name? Just see this here. Here, rename comparison into contract employee.java. Yes, that file renamed. File renamed here. File renamed. Now go to main method. Contract employee. This also same. Contract employee. This also same. But here C is lowercase. That's it. That's it here. Contract employee equal new contract employee. So this is creating objects. Okay, the way of creating objects. Okay, yes. Contract employee like this. Correct? Yes. Contract employee dot, okay, dot set, see this emp data, right? Set emp data. Okay, yes, for better understanding, yes, we can use one is public, another is non-public. Okay, you can use two classes. You can use two classes, same program file here, but one is, yes, just class file name, class which is mapped to file name use public. Okay, suppose employee class in same file without public use that, but that is not recommended code. Two classes writing the same program file, that is not recommended in real-time projects. In real-time project, for every class separate file, that is recommended. Nobody will accept your code. In same program file, you can write multiple classes. Previous class we discussed already. A program file can have the multiple classes, but only one class must be public. Okay, but in real-time projects here, for every class separate file, but because easy to understand without any confusion, easy to understand your code. Of course, no one will accept. Coding is not accepted. That coding is not accepted. Okay, yes. Now here employee. Yes, for better understanding, let us change code here. So this is object naming is like this. Class name, object name is same. Class name, object name is same. Only the difference is starting with lowercase. Object name starting with lowercase. Next word is uppercase. But class name, yes, other uppercase. Every word starting with uppercase. Class name, object name difference is that. Name of the class and name of subject should be same here. Same name we should use, but lowercase, uppercase. It's lowercase, it's uppercase. That's it. Okay, fine. Yes, now employee. Now again error. Rename compilation into employee.java. Renamed. Okay, renamed. Yes, now in this employee. One second. Employee. Yes. For better understanding, I'm taking E1. Okay, employee. So employee E1 equal new employee. So E1 equal new employee. Okay. Yes, next. E1, next E2. Let us take two objects. E1, E2. Okay. Now what happens here? Memory map. Yes. What is that memory map? 1 second. I think in document already prepared. Wasting of time again preparation here. Yes. 1 second. Let me open document. One second. Word. Okay. See, today topic this is. Yes, in document very clearly prepared. Today topic. Yes, public class sample private int AB set data on display. Here 1020. 1020 here A equal 10, B equal 20. Okay. Yes, S1 dot display, S2 dot display, S3 all are same values. Because directly here assigns 10 and 20 here. Directly assign. In our example, zeros. Okay. Yes, now memory map for every program. Series S1, S2, S3. Series S1 objects, S2, S3. So here 1020, here 1020, 1020, all are same values, right? So this is set data, this display. See this set data working for this ENB, display working for this one, this set data for this one. So method working for the current object like this. Method working for current objects. Okay. Yes. Next. Yes, one more example. Yes, int A float B. Another example this is. Okay. Yes. So 10, 30.5 same values. Yes, class method argument. Second example. Class method arguments here. set data int x comma y, a equal to x, b equal to x. See the blue color. Okay, yes. Now here set data s1 dot set data by passing 10, 20. S3 dot set data 30, 40, 50, 60 like this. Okay. See how it's working here. 10, 20, 10 passed into x, 20 passed into y. That means local copies. For 10 local copy, for 20 local copy. Local copies are creating here. Local copies are creating. Once you control converters, loss of these local copies. Yes, already we discussed previously methods. When you passing this data, local copies creates inside the methods. So local copy a equal to x, b equal to y. Once you control converter, this loss of these local copies. Loss of these local copies. Okay. Yes. Say this. S1 10, 20, S2 30, 40, S3 50, 60 like this. So for this program, yes, see this for this program, memory map is this memory map. Okay. Yes, it's student information. Yes, 1 second. Yes, let us go for employee information. Yes, 1 second. It's missing employee information. 1 second. Employee one, large employee. 1 second. Employee ID, employee name, salary. This is this. Employee. Name. 1 second. Yes, let me explain as per document. Employee ID, name, salary, department, gender, and age. Okay. So let us remove this one. Job. Job remote. Job variable. Remote. Job remote. Next display. Remove job. Okay. Yes. Set data display. So this is port. Okay, fine. Let me paste here. Employee information. Port. Yes, that missing. Okay, saved. Fine. Now EMP information. Yes, EMP number, name, salary, department, gender, age like this. Set data on display. Okay. Yes, test class. Okay. So this is the employee information. Yes, set EMP data on display. Now let us go to main methods. Employee E1, E2. Okay, right? Yes. Now E1 dot set data by passing employee number. Suppose 1001. Suppose name, employee name. Suppose for example Scott. Okay, salary. Suppose some $9,000. Okay, right? So department name. Department is suppose admin. Gender. Yes, male. Yes. Gender male. Next yes, maybe some 29. So even that's the data. Now what happens? Even that's the data. For this purpose, yes, employee E1 equal to employee. For this E1 is a reference and this address of this object. Employee object creates. That employee object contains what here? Let us see. Memory map. Don't have memory map. That's no problem, no issue. Yes, employee E1 equal to employee. For this employee object memory map. Yes, for this, that object creating with all the members. See, the employee objects. Yes, let me show one object here so that you can understand clearly. Yes. Suppose employee object, even objects. Number, name, salary, departments, gender, and yes. This is records. That even objects. Creating even objects. So you can creating even object is even objects. Even objects. Yes, even objects. So first EMP number. Yes, EMP number variable here. Next EMP name. Yes, next EMP salary. EMP salary. Yes, next. Yes, EMP DPT. EMP departments. Next EMP gender. EMP gender. Yes, next EMPS. EMPS. Next data. EMPS. EMPS. Next, apart from this data methods, next methods also. Methods also, memory allocating for methods also. Now this is even objects. See, employee E1 equal to new employee. Employee E1 equal to new employee. New employee, right? So for this new employee, creating employee object with these members here. How many here? Yes, 3 plus 3, 6. 6 members. EMP name, EMP salary, department name, general, yes. 6 members. 6 members here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. There are fields. Yes, even is like a record. Even like a record. Suppose address of this is 1000. That is storing into reference, even reference. Even reference. Okay, that's storing into even reference. Even. So let us, this is the reference even. Okay, this 1000 is stored in this location. Now this is referring to this location. Okay, so this is even objects. Let us, this is even objects. Even object, memory map is like this. Where this even in the stack memory, even is stack memory. Where this object in heap memory. Right, okay. So this is heap objects. This is heap objects. See, here's heap object. Like a record, EMP number field, E-name field, yes, salary field, department field, gender field, yes, like a record format, right? Okay, yes. Local copy not in heap. Local copy always in stack memory. Yes, Vijay. Local copy in stack, not heap. Local copy always stack, not heap. New, only new heap memory. If it is new heap memory, new always in heap memory, except new, others all are stack memory. Only new case heap memory, except new other case stack. Okay, fine. Now even, so this even equal new employee. So new employee, so new, it will create employee objects with all that fields plus methods also. Set data and display also. Here I am not showing set data display here, including that methods. So this object created and data storing to even, right? Similarly E2. Similar next object here, E2 here. So next one more object E2 here. E1. So next E2. Next one more object E2. E2. Suppose E2. Suppose its address is 2000. Yes, it's a 2000, right? E1, E2. Memory map is like this. Okay, after that, now E1 dot set data by passing 1001 and all these values. These values passing the set data method. Set data method of employee class. Set data E1. What's the type of E1? Employee. Call to set data method of employee class. Set data is invoking on E1. Type of employee. Set data is a method from employee class. So all this data passing to set data method of employee class. Set data method. All this data. See this. 1001. Next name is Scott. Yes, salary is 9%. Yes. Department name is admin. Correct. Next, gender, male, age 29. Now what happens here? See, ENO. ENO is 1001, right? Yes, ENO this is. This ENO 1001 has the EMP name of current objects. It's an instance variable. Yes, instance variable. EMP name of current objects. Which is current object here? E1. E1 dot set data. See, set data is working on even objects. Set data is working on even objects. EMP name is, yes, current object EMP name. Which is current object? E1. E1 is a current object. E1 is a current object. Set data is working on E1. So E1 is a current object. So EMP num means E1 EMP num. E1 EMP num equal 1001. Okay, the 1001 ascend the EMP name of even objects, even objects, even objects. So this is E1 means this one is a 1001. 1001, right? That employee ID, yes, 1 second. It's a 1001 simply. After that, next EMP name equal to ename. What is ename? Scott. Scott ascend EMP name of current objects, which is current of E1. E1. So EMP name of even objects is equal to Scott. Now this value is Scott. Which is Scott. Which is Scott. Yes, next after this, next 9,000 percent EMP salary. Yes, EMP salary of even objects. So it's a 9,000 like this. Okay, whoops, working is like this. So EMP department name. Yes, that admin. Admin assigned to EMP department name of even objects. Now it's admin. Now this is admin. This is admin. So it's admin. It's admin. Okay, admin. Next gender. So what is gender here? It's a male, right? Gender. Male. Assigned to gender. Yes, age 29, assigned age like this. Now these all are even instance variables. These all are instance variables. Okay, even instance variables. EMP1 means current object EMP name. Current object EMP name. Current object EMP name. Current object EMP salary. Current object. Yes, all are current object members. Current object members here. Which is current object here E1. That means all these values assigned to E1. Yes, data members. 1001 all this, right? Yes. So next here admin gender male age 25 done. Completed even object completed. Okay, right? After this next et dot set data. Et dot set data. Et dot set data. Suppose this is 1002. Next this is maybe here Jeff. Okay. Yes, suppose 8,000. Suppose this is sales. Suppose male. Suppose this is one, right? Now what happens here? All the same data, but this time object is different. E2 dot set data. Yes, all these values, 1001, all these values, simply passing the set data method. Set data method. Passing the set data. Okay. Now EMP num of which object now here? E1 dot set data. E1 dot set data. Same set data method, but now this time working for E2 objects. E2 objects. Set data method is working for E2 objects. Okay, E2 dot set data. Now set data method is working on E2. Now EMP num means E2 EMP number. EMP name means E2 EMP name. EMP salary means E2. So second object E2. Yes, current object is E2. Set data is invoked on E2 here. E2. Okay. Yes, E2 dot set data. E2 dot set data. Set data. For set data, E2 is the current object. So EMP num equal to ENO means 1002. Yes, now this 1002 assigned to EMP num of E2 objects. Now here set data method is invoked on E2. So EMP num means EMP num of E2 objects. So what is this value say? Yes, now E2 objects. Yes, it's 1002. This is 1002, right? 1002. Next, yes, name ename Jeff. Ascend EMP name of E2. EMP name of E2. So this is now Jeff. So correct? Yes, after this, next EMP salary is equal to that sal, right? It's 8,000. That 8,000 ascend EMP salary. So EMP salary. So EMP salary is 8,000. Now E2 like this. E2 data. Right, okay. Department sales. Next gender. Yes, male. Yes, some 31, I think. Okay. 31. Yeah, right. That's it. See, method always working for the current object. Simple principle here. Method working for current objects. Okay. See, even dot data. Yes, all the details goes to even objects. Now this data goes to E2 object. That's simple here. By seeing this code, you can say here. Yes, all this data setting on even objects. All this data setting on E2 objects. That's it. Next, even dot display. Yes, E2 dot display. Now, even dot display. Call to display methods on even objects. Now call to display, not display methods. Not display methods working for even objects. Now here it's a even dot display, right? Even dot display. Calling display. Now display method working for even objects. Now display emp num of even objects. Okay, emp num of even objects, emp name of even objects, emp salary of even objects. So these all are even object details. emp num of even, emp name of even, emp salary of even. Yes, even is a current object. So displaying all the current object details. Okay, next e2 dot display. e2 dot display. Now display method working for e2 objects. Display method working for e2 objects. That's it. Okay. Yes. Now let us run this function. Right click, run as. See that first employee details. E1 dot display 1001 and its data. E2 dot display 1002 its data. That's it. Yeah, this is working of OOPS concept. I think you understand, right, everyone? How that set data display is working. Method working on the current objects. I think everyone it's clear. Current object concept is clear. Yes, if you understand this concept, easy to understand OOPS concept. This is basic fundamental rules. If you know this idea here, then easy to understand next coming concepts. Okay, easy to understand here. Method working on current objects. Current objects. Okay. Yes, here. 1 second. Here, emp num is current object emp num. emp num is current objects. Okay, when referring this name here, they are current objects. It's a current object. Suppose e1 dot display means emp number of e1, emp name of e1, emp salary of e1. Suppose e2 dot display, e2 dot display, then emp number of e2, emp name of e2, emp salary of e2. That's it. Anything is like this only here. Maybe employee information, maybe student information, anything is like this one. Okay, yes. Same thing explain document also. See the documents, employee information. Yes, emp num, name, salary, and all this. See, E1, E2, E3. There are 3 records. E1, E2, E3 like this. Displaying all this. That's it. Okay. Yes, this is working of OOPS concept like this. Similarly, just to try this one, student information, student ID, student name, student yes, set data. Try this program. Display. Try this program. Try this one. Okay. Yes. Now here, set data. This is for all the, yes, for all. Yes, but in real time, sometimes we need only for particular member. Only for particular member. Oh, the topic tomorrow will continue. Class with setter methods. Tomorrow topic is class with setter methods. Set data for all, but each and every member we have to use separate methods. Setter methods. Class with setter methods. The topic tomorrow will continue. Yes. Any doubts? Yes. Any doubts? If no doubts, let us wind up session. Yes. Shall we wind up? Any doubts are there? No doubts? Yeah. So thank you. Yes. See you tomorrow.